Welcome back to the course. This is Vipin from Learning Reel. What are those essential data science skills and responsibilities of a data scientist? Let's have a look at it. Most data scientists use the core skills which are displayed on your screen for their daily work. I've given a brief amount of information in the previous videos, but let's look at some of these a bit deeper. First one in the list is statistical analysis. This is nothing but to identify patterns in the data. You should have good sense of pattern detection and anomaly detection using the tools available. Next is machine learning, right? So using or implementing algorithms and statistical models to enable a computer to automatically learn from the data is what pretty much machine learning do. Next, computer science, you should be able to apply principles of artificial intelligence, some of the database system concepts, and some querying skills. Human-computer interaction, you should be proficient enough to work with a computer. Numerical analysis, your number system should be really good, yeah, and software engineering skills. Next is programming. You should be kind of good at writing computer programs or scripts to analyze large data sets to discover answers to those complex problems, right? That's what pretty much the data scientists do. So data scientists need to be comfortable writing code, working, there are tons of tools available, but a few of them, like, the variety of languages such as Java, R, Python, and SQL, right? And then finally, good data storytelling, or rather I would say communication skills. It's very important aspect which cannot be ignored, to be very frank. Communicating actionable insights using data, mostly for a non-technical audience, is an art, right? You should be good in doing that. Otherwise, all your efforts, you will never be able to communicate or convey to the right stakeholders for their understanding. Agree? So not just this alone, they also need some soft skills. As I said, very important role, once you have soft skill in place in helping your job to be done. So business or domain skills, I put this under the soft skills. There can be a good debate around it, but for the convenience right now, I put it under soft skills. Connect with stakeholders to gain full understanding of the problems they are looking to solve, understand the business goals they are trying to achieve. It's very important aspect. So, and if you don't have that skills, you will not be able to start off your projects if you don't have the right set of knowledge in that specific domain or a project you're working on. So next is analytical thinking. Use analytical solutions to attract business issues. You should have good analytical skills, to be very frank, right? And then, second last here is critical thinking, right? Apply objective analysis of facts before coming to a conclusion. You cannot just come into some conclusion just by doing some processing, right? You should think about it, whether you're making sense out of it. Is it really, you have really gone deep into aspects and then finally making the conclusions, right? Cross-checking and finding various improvements across the data insights, what you have arrived at, right? And then again, as I mentioned in the previous section, right? Interpersonal skills. So it's slightly different from the communication aspects of it. You should have good communication skills, where you can influence a diverse audience across all levels of an organization. Conversation skills plays a very important aspect of this, and then thereby you would be able to influence that your findings so that they can accept and then start working on those improvement areas. And if you look at the screen now, so data scientists work closely with business stakeholders, as I said, to understand their goals and to determine how data can be used to achieve these goals, right? They design data modeling processes, create algorithms and predictive models to extract the data, the business is asking for. Um, then, using these, they help to analyze the data and share insights with peers or leaders or whoever is the stakeholders, right? So while each project or task is different, in each case, the process for gathering and analyzing data generally follows the path highlighted here on your screen. We'll learn more about the data science lifecycle in the next video, but this is a quick brief about, um, you know, uh, and I believe that it's going to be handy for you to understand the next video much better, right? So here are some of the responsibilities one can think of, but this can come, this can probably an individual, a group of people can work together for this. Not necessarily a data scientist needs to do all these. It can be a group of people or a team comprises of data analysts, data engineers, and so on. It's all vary from organization to organization, depends on their hierarchy and the structure. All right, so if you go through the list, first is, ask the right questions to begin discovery process. In fact, it's probing, right? And then once you have all these discussions and the questions in place, you start acquiring the data, right? And then slowly moving into processing it and cleaning the data, because all the data is not very clean. So you have to do a lot of effort in cleansing the data. And then integrate it. You may have to do a lot of relationship. You need to start building around the data what you have, and making it more informational in nature. And then probably you need to keep storing the data as you progress. And then initial data you start with your investigation with the data what you have, and then exploratory data analysis, you will start doing it. And then this is the time you will start thinking about what should be the potential model or algorithm I should use it for processing this information to arrive into some conclusions or pattern, right? Now, applied data scientists, or rather I would say applied data science methods and techniques such as machine learning, statistical modeling, artificial intelligence technologies, infuse those into this, and keep looking for measuring and improving the results what each of those models are giving you, so that you can have a more reliable results, right? And then finally present the results to the stakeholders. And then once you present it, you will get some feedbacks from the business executive. This is what we are looking for. This is not what we are looking for. This is not aligned with what we are looking for, and so on, right? So you'll start collecting the feedback, and then make those necessary adjustments. And finally, you conclude that project, and then you will keep moving into a new project and going through. It's a circle of process what you will go through in each of these projects, right? And this is something really made me interested to share this with. I think it's a very good way of presenting how a data scientist profile looks like, right? Where you have all the different skills plotted there, and how much of that skills are necessary to be a good data scientist. So I found this from O'Reilly.com. It's a great article. I've given the links here, so you can go through it if you find time. So this is nothing but Rachel's data science profile, which as I said, I found it in O'Reilly.com page. A great article. In fact, this is created to illustrate or visualize oneself as a data scientist. So if you have these skills which are spread across on the screen, to what level of expertise you would require to be a good data scientist. So if you look at it, predominantly you need statistical, mathematical, computer science, and machine learning, communication, data visualization, domain expertise being the kind of least among the list. It's again debatable, but as I said, this is pretty much in general a data scientist profile looks like. Another thing from the same article I found it is that if you see on the screen there are different colors, right? So the article talks about the data science team works best when different skills or profiles are represented across different people, because nobody is good at everything, right? It makes us wonder if it might be more worthwhile to define data science team rather data scientist, right? Because you may have some people really good in mathematics, but somebody is really good in machine learning, right? So they can form a team together and make that happen. Uh, so always team wins, right? So together we can achieve more. So that's what the team says. So and I strongly believe in it. But exceptions, of course, there could be some individuals, a few individuals would be really, really exceptionally good in all these aspects, and thereby they would be like a chief data scientist or something like in an organization. Do you agree with all these things? I don't know, but you can put your comments here. All right, so hope these insights have shared with you very useful to you, and see you in the next video discussing more about the data science lifecycle. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.